So a really good friend of mine gave me this for my birthday, and I have been very intentional about studying the entire chapters for the verses of the day that it gives me. So between yesterday and today, this book has had me in Proverbs 3:5 and 3:6. I read the entire chapter, but for time's sake, I'm just going to read the verses. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Verse 6 says, in all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I am in a season right now where I have to trust God and I cannot lean on my own understanding. There are some things that I would love to know. I don't like the unknown. I don't like not knowing and not having a plan. But if I'm being honest with you, my understanding is limited to God's understanding. God knitted me and formed me and you in our mother's womb. So he knows the plan that he had from the moment we were born up until the time that we leave this earth. Trusting in the Lord with all your heart sometimes can be difficult because what happens is we lean on our own understanding, which is intertwined with logic. God is not a logical God. God is a supernatural God. So the things that we might see in our seasons, we have to trust God that even though it doesn't look like anything is happening, we can trust God knowing that we don't have to understand this season, but be obedient in what he's asking us to do in those seasons. See, because what I understand about my current season is not what God is trying to do in my certain season. I'm looking at the outer stuff. I'm looking at the situation and the circumstance. What God is trying to do is say, you don't have to have a plan and everything sorted out, but what you need to do is trust me and not lean on your own understanding, because what I'm doing in you is not about your mind. It's about your spirit. And I love the next verse because it says, in all your ways acknowledge him. That was my verse for today. So as I read that out loud, it says in my Bible, it says, in all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. Acknowledging was such a revelation to me today, because in order for me to trust God and not lean on my own understanding, I have to acknowledge who God is. God is a big God. He is a faithful God. He is a victorious God. He is a God who has every situation under control. He's a God with a backup plan. And when we acknowledge that he is a big, mighty God and that he is for us and we are his children, when that acknowledgement takes place, it postures us to trust in God that he will direct our paths. And in my Bible, it says he will make your path straight. There is no bump in the road for God. There is no stumbling block too big that he can't knock down. And when you acknowledge that, you kill the flesh part of your mind that says, this doesn't make sense. I need to be in control. And you're not. God is.